Hey, YouTube universe. It's been far too long. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Naked Truth. I've been gone a while. Life gets in the way. New job, new exciting things. Had to step offline for a while, but I'm back. All right, I'm back, and I'm going to try and post as often and as regularly as I can going forward. So how are we going to jump back into the old waters today? How are we going to dip our toe back into those waters? You know it's going to be Larry Bird. And it's going to be some more of his epic trash-talking stories. A nice, easy way to get back into the channel, all right? But I do need your help. Because I have been gone for a while, I do need you to like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Let's kick the rust off, get that wheel turning, get those analytics going, and get this video out to as many as we can, all right? So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Legends, Larry Bird stories. Enjoy.
Larry Bird was one of the biggest trash talkers in basketball.
Byron Scott.
And a lot of people say, really? You know, they thought it was Reggie or Charles. Larry Bird talked more trash on the basketball court than anybody I've ever played against. And he told me two things one game. You know, our rotations, double teaming Kevin McHale, always had to rotate to the corner, and Larry Bird was the one shooting it. You know, so he shot one, and I mean, I'm trying to block this shot, and he would just tell me, Scott, you're a little too late. You know, a little too late. So we playing them. In the last play, he says to James Worthy, he said, you guys don't have to worry about it. I'm going to go right over there that corner. He said, they're going to set a screen for me. We're taking the ball out. He said, I'm going to curl right over. And he's telling us to play. He's telling us to play before they even take it out. He said, I'm going to go right over to that corner, and I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to shoot it, and I'm going to tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be. They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or
DJ.
The late, great DJ.
Yeah.
Take the ball out, the man curl right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a three, game over.
Game over.
It's like, are you effing kidding me?
I always tell the story about Larry Bird. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful to me. And I says, what are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful. I just started laughing. I had no comeback with these.
Now, of course, as we know, anybody who's watched Larry Bird for any length of time, this is not the first time Larry has said, yeah, don't put a white boy on me. It's disrespectful to my game. You have to remember when Larry grew up, some of you already know this, for those who don't, when Larry grew up, all he played against was brothers. So to put a white guy on him, he thought that's just straight up disrespect because Larry believed that the black American athlete were the greatest athletes of the time. Simple. And that's who he wanted to compete against. So you put a white guy on him, no bueno.
He says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me.
The story goes that when he played against Denver, they had a guy named John Hansley, a white guy, really good defender, right?
Stash.
They put him on Larry, and Larry was weighing his ass out.
Absolutely.
And Larry would run by the bench and tell Doug Moe, who was the coach, get him off me. That's disrespectful. Put a black guy on me. Because when he played back in the day, that's all he played against was brothers. So he was like, I had to torch his ass so they understand.
Well, you had the Bird Night.
I had the
in
Bird Night.
New
Yeah,
Orleans.
yeah, that was.
We all know this
was a tough
story.
night,
Classic.
man.
Best-
The biggest argument that night is, well, you only scored 6 on me. You know?
But nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
Yeah, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, and, you know, Bird talked a lot of trash.
And that's in New Orleans.
That's in New Orleans. In that game, we're on the free throw line, and he's like, he literally says, left side over across the three, and you're listening to him. That's a tough feeling.
So you gotta tell me out there, guys. I know a lot of you boys and girls out there are athletes. Some of you may be high-level elite athletes. Maybe you played college ball. Hell, maybe you played pro ball or a pro level of some sport. Have you ever had someone on the opposing team talk trash to you like that, similar to Larry Bird, tell you what they were going to do to you, do it, and you couldn't do anything about it? Let me know below.
Just tell me, look here, man. I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open.
Nice.
All that shit.
He told me, young fella, let me tell you something.
I can shoot a jumper anywhere I want to. You're supposed to be a great defender, right? I'm gonna make sure I tell you where I'm gonna shoot the ball at. And I was like, man, come on now, you're not gonna shoot the ball. And so he said, I'm gonna take you over in that corner right there. You see it over there by my bench, right?
See it, right?
And I'm gonna give you something, and it's gonna be this jumper. So he went right to that corner, up on him, I'm under him. And he said, young fella, what did I tell you I was going to do? And he turned around, raised up, and it was all drones. And I said, shit, I ain't going to mess with you no more.
He was the coldest dude I ever seen with that shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats. They don't be always mentioning him. He was the shit. Yeah.
So why do you think that all is, everybody out there in YouTube land? Why do you think they don't always be mentioning Larry when they talk about the greats? Is it simply because he's a white guy? Why is it? Tell me. Let me know. What do you think?
Shit, man. He'll give it to you any way he wanted to. Larry Bird was cold.
I remember the first time I played against Bird. I never forget this. Go to shake his hand. I'm a rookie. I'm playing against the Boston Celtics in the Boston Garden. Go shake. And Larry put both hands behind his back. Wouldn't shake my hand. I said, okay, he's just getting into the game. First play of the game, he said, you don't even belong in this league, Holmes. And he shoots a 3. Now, I wasn't mad that he made the 3. But I said, there's something.
Now, the second time, I think Neek's going to say, he came down and he did it again. But actually what Larry said to him was, he says, I don't know why they got you guarding me, Holmes. And he shot a second 3 in his face. That's when Neek got a little mad, and you'll see what happened. He dunks it hard on
Just called
Larry.
me Holmes. and he came down and did it again, so I'm pissed, So
I don't know why they got you guarding me.
Breaking that pitch, and I jump up and I throw it down on him. Right? I mean, he fouls me, and he said, "Hey, Rook,
Larry,
I like you. You got hot.
About to eat it."
He said, "But I'm still getting 30 on your ass." I mean, that's who he was. But that was the only time he ever talked trash to me because he respected me because he knew that I was going to keep coming. That really taught me something, If you wasn't prepared to play against guys like that, you got embarrassed. Larry had 60 against us one game.
And that's disrespectful, too. Think about the statement he just said. That's so true. If you weren't prepared to play against guys like Larry Bird, they embarrassed you because they knew you weren't prepared. They knew you weren't putting in the work that they're putting in. And if you thought you were just going to step out the court and check one of them, you probably got 60 put on you, like Larry did.
New Orleans, I'll never forget that game. He was so hot, he started shooting 3s with his left hand. I mean, it was mind-blowing. He had an attitude and the heart of a lion. And he didn't like anybody. He didn't care who you were. And we never shook hands for 13 years.
Equal opportunity
I just
offender.
remember my first day being in the car and or getting off the plane, and I see a sign, and it says Mr. Bird and Mr. Weber. And I'm like, no way. And so I get in the car.
Take a ride with the Bird man.
Fucking Bird. And I shake his hand. I'm quiet, trying to feel that bounce in the car.
Larry.
And it's the old school limo sitting in the back. And when we get out, he doesn't say much, but when we get out, he goes, hope you get your sleep tonight, because I'm going to bust your ass tomorrow.
Yes.
Love it.
I didn't know what to say, but I knew this is
Gotta
a moment
say something.
you have to say something. Like, you can't. And I was like, Larry, your back is already hurting, man. You need to take it easy. And then I run to the room, and I call my father. I'm like, Dad, Larry Bird was just talking shit to me.
We were playing in Phoenix, and we were way up. We were like 15, and we have the worst fourth quarter in the history. We're terrible, and Larry's bad. Larry's missing shots, throwing it to the other team, throwing in the third row, and they come back, and somehow they go up 2. So we have a play, out of bounds play. I'm taking it out, and Larry says, I'm going to bust off the play, and I'm just going to come out, and I'm going to shoot a 3, and I'm like, we're down 2. I'm like, no, don't do that. I'm like, let's shoot a 2, please. Go to the hole, try to get fouled.
Nah, I'm all done. I'm all
set.
set.
Overtime, see if we can't win this game.
I don't want to do this anymore.
And Larry says, I'm just going to bust a 3 on him. I'm like, oh, my gosh. So he tells the Phoenix bench, tells the coaches, yeah, I'm just fixing to bust a 3 on you guys and just go home. I'm tired of this. And he gets the ball, jumps out, busts the play, comes out, gets the ball at the slot, shoots the ball, as the ball's in the air, he kind of turns towards the Phoenix bench and yells, "Told you so!" He stopped running to the locker room. And it went in, and I just started laughing. I was like, oh, man. You know, it's just one of those ones where you just kind of, he has such supreme confidence, and it was just, but I just, that's the one when,
to have that ability.
And Larry went in and said, well, I won the game in the first 3 quarters, then I lost it in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, excuse me. Then I won it at the end. He goes, my record tonight is 2-1. We all just kind of laughed about it.
I'm going to tell this story. We're in L.A., and I'm hurt. I got a pulled hamstring, so I'm not playing tonight.
That's
so
a famous
story. I can't play
story
against the Celtics. You know, I'm killing myself.
You've heard this before.
You know, Larry warming up. The anthem is sung and get introduced. And that before they go out on the court, Larry comes down and says, you know what? Since you're here, I'm going to put a show on for you. So you just sit back and watch, okay? Don't worry. I'm going to put a show on for you. And I'm like, man, get out my face, man. Want to hear that? You know, that's Celtics and the Lakers. And he went out. I think he scored 38 points, about 20 rebounds, about 15 assists. And every shot he would shoot, he would turn to me. Every time he hit one, he looked at me. And I said, boy, you know, the thing about it that I love about you is that most guys talk trash and can't bag it up. But Mr. Bird, you know you can bag your trash talking up.
All right, everybody. Thank you for dipping the toe back into the waters with me. I'm back. The Naked Truth is back. So look for more of these. Give me comments and suggestions, right? I know there's some nice new material out there. Send me some links. Let me know what you want to see. I've been gone for a little while, but we're back. So I appreciate you jumping back on the train with me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, Naked Truth is out.